Welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is finally over. It's time to play ball.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. They'll start here with Jackson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Jackson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Miss red. Check pink. Check white. Black block.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On play action, Young. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Henry. He rifles one that's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it.
Oh, Young loses it. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive, but that was incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action. Young. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to look at all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the... Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. On the draw, here's Jackson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with
Mama.
30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the first down.
Ready, set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Ready. Throwing to start the drive. Henry, he'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Johnson, 77 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's trying to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. He'll air this one out for Mims. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Young. Flush to his right. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Ready?
They run on first down to Jackson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Young. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give him.
Oh, Young loses it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it is 42-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. On the draw, it's Jackson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Gibbs, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, We've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
On second down, Young again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And they will take a knee here. Charles, when you look at the stats here.